Hey Nintendo Switch 2 fans, this morning was exciting because we got a Nintendo Switch Direct. Now, not the big one that we're all waiting for next week, the Switch 2 Direct. Check out our 24-hour live stream on my channel to stay tuned up to date for that. We've got a great bunch of announcements today. Let's talk about some of them and we'll delve deeper and take a look at some of the gameplay and stuff they showed us later in the video. But first, we've got Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. We got some new gameplay for that, and I believe, now correct me if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, but I'm pretty sure that could be Switch 2 gameplay. It looked a lot like it. There's no way that was from the original Switch. We got an extended trailer for Pokemon Legends ZA, which was awesome. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D Remake, which was awesome. We got Tamagotchi Plaza, Pattypon 1 and 2 Replay. We got digital game cards, which I have a lot to say about in this video. Basically, digital games are now getting digital game cards, which you could switch between consoles, but there's a massive caveat I'm not too happy about, and a bunch of other stuff as well. I am excited about this. This Direct was pretty damn good. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. I'm Blaze2K. Let's go. But first, check out the links down below in the video description for some really cool tech deals. $10 off your first Instacart, all the tech I use, probiotics, loads of awesome links, and Switch stuff as well. So go check the links down below. Let's get into it. So first of all, we got Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. We got some new footage which was revealed highlighting Samus Aran's psychic abilities as she navigates the mysterious planet Vuros. The game remains still slated for a 2025 release on the Nintendo Switch and Switch 2, obviously, with no specific date provided, but the gameplay looks pretty damn awesome. Call of Duty, you're done for. But no, in all seriousness, I think, and I'm pretty confident that this could be Switch 2 gameplay from some of the textures and some of the clips. It could have mixed Switch 1 and Switch 2 gameplay clips in here, but from some of the clips that I saw, it did certainly look like that this could be running on Switch 2 hardware. I mean, this part specifically, correct me if I'm wrong, but it doesn't look like the original Switch could have handled this. I mean, look at the textures, look at how sharp everything is. It doesn't look PS5 by any means, but it looks a little bit more advanced than what I'd expect to see on the original Switch. Let me know if you disagree. Apologies for being distracted there, but yeah, we also got Pokemon Legends ZA, an extended trailer offering us a deeper look at the upcoming title, and while we've still got a lot of details that are still emerging, it's one of the last confirmed first-party Switch games for 2025. And I don't know about you, but I'm kind of excited. I mean, freaking hell, one of the starters is Totodile. I mean, come on. Then obviously we got Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D Remake. I actually loved, what was it, Dragon Quest 11, I believe, that I played fully on the Switch 2. It was absolutely amazing. Excited to play this. Obviously it's the 1 and 2 Remake and it's in that 2D art style that I love. Obviously it's going to have better updated visuals. It's planned for release this year. And there's going to be there was a tease of another character yet to be revealed, which is exciting. I must admit, though, one of the most exciting standout games for me was an absolute surprise, and that was Marvel Cosmic Invasion was announced. It's a retro-style 2D beat-em-up developed by Dotemu and Tribute Games, the same team behind Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, and the game features a roster of Marvel heroes including Spider-Man, Captain America, Nova, Wolverine, Venom, Storm, Philovel, with a total of 15 playable characters promised, and you can team up with other players for local online co-op gameplay, and it looks absolutely amazing. I love these arcade classics. I love how these arcade retro games are making a comeback and being, rejuvenated. And the fact that we're able to play this with like Marvel characters, relevant ones that we love, especially after the X-Men 97 reboot that we got to see, this game is definitely going to be on my must-buy games later this year, holiday 2025. And lastly, we can't cover everything that was in the Direct, but there's something new, and it's called virtual game cards. So obviously, physical game cards, physical media has been on the way out for a long time. Nintendo's still holding on to it, and I've got to give them credit to it. But they're introducing virtual game cards, essentially, to where you can basically lend your friend one of your virtual games for up to about 2 weeks, and when you're lending it to them, basically, virtual game card it's called, basically when you're lending it to them, they have about 2 weeks to play it, and you're not able to play it in that time while someone else is playing it, but then the game makes its way back to you, so they don't get to keep it forever. Basically, it just loads, you basically transfer it to them as you would with a physical game card, and they get to borrow the game off you. And I think this is a great idea. It's a fantastic idea, but here is the catch. You need to have the other console you're transferring your virtual game card to locally right next to your existing console, right? So you can't sell games. Now, I was hoping, I've been waiting and dreaming for the day that, you know, they'd find a way to allow a resale market to emerge with virtual games. And this is the closest we're going to get to that. But unfortunately, Sony's kind of hampered it. You have to have the second system you're wanting to share the game with literally on your local network, as you can see here. An internet connection is required only when loading and ejecting. So basically you eject your virtual game and then you send it to your friend or family, and they get, I believe, up to like 2 weeks to play it before it unejects from their system and comes back to yours. So it's a great way of sharing games. It's a great way to play your friends' games. It's a great way to not have to buy a game twice, you know, give your friend 2 weeks to play it, maybe even complete it on their system, and then it comes its way back to you, just like a physical game card. This is a great idea. But as I said, I think the biggest want for me is they need to find a way. They really need to find a way for us to basically have a secondary resale market with games, virtual games, digital games, because they tout that, yeah, you know, we download a game, we paid for it, it's our game, but we can't sell it on. I mean, what if we come into money problems? What if I want to sell this game? What if I never liked it? I wasn't a big fan of it and I just want to sell it and get rid of it? You can't do that with this. Now, it's a good start. Your virtual game card, this virtual game card thing, it's a good start. And I like how they're making it easier. But there's got to be a way to where if I want to sell a game that I paid $70 for and I don't want to play it anymore, there should be a way I could list it on eBay, sell it, and then maybe give them, give them a QR code to transfer the game to them and make some money back from that purchase. That is something we need. Obviously, it's not something that's going to be included by the looks of it with this virtual game card feature. You do need to have the second console you're sharing your game with next by your console for to eject and then, put the game in, slot the game back in to the other console. It's getting there. We're getting there. We're getting to full game ownership again, I hope. Hopefully this is just a start. Hopefully this is just Nintendo basically dipping their toes in the water just to see how this works out. But this is one of my biggest gripes, obviously. It's heading in the right direction, but I think for it to if they really fully want to realize this whole virtual game card future and make us feel like, we own the game, we have a game card that's maybe not physical but virtual, at least let us sell the freaking game, because if we can't sell the game, then we don't own the game. So yeah, that's my take basically. We got a bunch of another announcements. Tomodachi Life sequel after like 10 years, set for 2025. We obviously got AI, the Somnium Files, No Sleep for Konami date, Tamagotchi Plaza. If you like Tamagotchi games, Patapon 1 and 2 Replay, Raidu Remastered, The Mystery of the Soulless Army, Witchbrook, The Eternal Life of Goldman, Gradius Origins, Rift of Necrodancer, Fantasy Life, and Rhythm Heaven. We got a bunch of great announcements. As I've said before, and as I'll keep on saying, the big reveal, the main stuff, is going to be coming next week. The Nintendo Switch 2 will be getting revealed, and I have a 24-hour live stream that's going to be covering all the latest news, covering this Nintendo Direct, everything you need to know over on our 24-hour live stream. I'll put a link down below in the video description to where you can check it out essentially and hang out there. It's basically a countdown to the big reveal. We're obviously going to be posting leaks, news, all that sort of stuff on the latest news bit on the side, and more importantly, it's also going to be a live chat. So if you want to come out, ask questions, talk about Switch 2, please come in, check it regularly. The live chat's always open, so if you just want to talk about Switch 2, talk about what you're looking forward to for Switch 2, we're trying to build this up into an ongoing Switch 2 hype live stream where you can chat, check the news, get excited, get hyped up for Switch 2. So go check that out. I'll put the link down below, and please drop a like if you can. But yeah, until next time, I'm Blazed OK. Get hyped up for the possibly the biggest console of 2025. Well, pretty sure it's going to be one of the biggest consoles of 2025, if not the biggest, from Nintendo. And we're also going to be doing stock tracking for it, so stay tuned for that. I'm Blazed OK. Thank you for watching. Check the links down below in the video description as well for some really cool tech deals. And until next time, I'll see you later. Take care. Bye.
Let's go.